When Stranger Things first premiered on Netflix in 2016, it had a slow start, but soon the show's fan base grew and the show became a massive success for the streaming service. Today, it's one of the most talked about shows and many fans have been waiting anxiously for the next season. Stranger Things follows a group of kids from the fictional town of Hawkins, Indiana. It's a mix between a mystery and a science fiction show, but at the same time, it goes into all other genres you can imagine. This is one show that doesn't stick to a pre-described formula, so for all the fans out there, here are new Stranger Things Season 4 details revealed, but just a warning, there is going to be spoilers ahead. Also, before we get into it, remember to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel, as well as hit that post notification bell so you're always kept up to date on the latest videos we put out. Has it actually been renewed for Season 4? It's been so long that we might have forgotten this already, but all the way back in September 2019, Netflix had confirmed that the show would be returning for Season 4. So, it's been almost 2 years since Season 3 was released, and fans have been not so patiently waiting for the next season to hit Netflix. Why have they waited so long? Production of Stranger Things Season 4. They had already started filming Season 4 in the beginning of 2020 when a little thing called a global health situation hit and production needed to stop. And with a year that was just full of twists and turns as Stranger Things as it was a while before they could start again. Then, it went to start up again around September, but it was slow and it seems that production only got going around October. And we're not sure if they've entirely finished shooting the season yet. We've seen all the scripts in a giant pile, one I would love to get my hands on, but there has not been any word yet on when they finish shooting. What we do know is that there have been members of the team saying that the production is taking a lot longer than normal because of all the precautions they have to take in order to keep everyone safe due to the global health situation. So, when will Season 4 be released? I hate to say it, but not anytime soon. This is a show that takes a long time in post-production in a regular year. Normally, there's months between the end of shooting and it actually getting released on Netflix. For example, Season 3 was around an 8-month gap, so if it's wrapped up on filming, then we can expect it to end by 2021 or even as far as the beginning of 2022. The truth is, we don't even know yet. Netflix hasn't even published a release date, and we don't even know how the global health situation will factor into things. It might slow things down even further, or it might be that the crew works faster so as to get it out as quickly as possible. We'll have to wait and see how things play out. What we do know is that it's one of the most anticipated shows of the year and that people have a lot of expectations, so hopefully it'll be worth the wait. Will there be more seasons after this? The Duffer Brothers, who are the creators of the show, have said in the past that the show might not go much further than Season 4 or 5, but this might be another thing that has changed during the global health situation. There's been a lot of talk about the brothers getting a much clearer vision of where they want the show to go from here. It seems that the show might still continue on for a couple of seasons after this, but in the end, it's all going to depend on how many people will still watch the show, and if Netflix even decides to renew it. There's obviously not any sort of official word yet, but if keeps up the ratings that it has in the past, there's a good chance that it would be continued until the producers and writers decide that it's the end of the story. How many episodes will Season 4 have? The writer of Stranger Things posted a picture on Twitter of all the scripts for the season in one pile, and going off of that, it seems that there's going to be 9 episodes in the season. It's also been made known that all the delays in production allowed the screenwriters to do something that they've never done in the history of the show, to finish writing and editing everything before they start filming. This can be great news for fans, as it means that writers have had time to invest into every single episode and make sure that it all works perfectly together. In fact, many people who are in the know have stated that this is set to be the best season ever, that the writing is incredible, and that it's going to create a fantastic season. I can't wait. Something that we won't have to wait for, the title of episode 1. It's called the Hellfire Club. Now, many sci-fi fans will know this name because they were a group of villains from the X-Men comics and movies. But while this is pretty cool that there's a reference in the series to it, the Hawkins High School has an official Dungeons and Dragons club that's named the Hellfire Club. Then, the next 2 episodes are Tick Tock Mr. Clock and You Snooze, You Lose. Now, I've got no clue what any of that means, but I'm still excited to find out. If you've got any theories, then let us know in the comments section down below. Who's going to be in the Season 4 cast? It seems like everybody from the original cast will be back for Season 4, with a couple of exceptions. For example, I don't think we're going to be seeing Billy anytime soon, played by Dacre Montgomery again, except maybe in flashbacks. But this is Stranger Things after all, so you never know. And there's also a couple of new faces joining the cast in Season 4. There's 8 new members of the cast which will be joining. We'll get to see a wide range of new characters in the show, from an elderly in the psychiatric psychiatric ward to one of the men who was imprisoned there for committing a murder in the 1950s. Then we have new school students, some new Russian guys, a new BFF for Jonathan, and Lieutenant Colonel who believes that he's going to come in and sort out all the weird things that have been happening in Hawkins. It seems this season is going to be packed with new stories to explore. Is Hopper still alive? In a major spoiler, I can let you know that he is in fact very much alive and that he is the American that's in prison in Russia. So we will get to see a lot more of Hopper this year. Hopefully he gets out of there and finds a way back to Hawkins. There's a lot of theories doing the rounds about this character, and it's going to be great to see how things really turn out for him. We've been promised by various writers and producers that we're going to be seeing a lot more of Hopper's backstory this year too. So hopefully a lot of the questions that surround him will finally get answered. Will Eleven get her powers back? Honestly, we don't know. But it's definitely going to be interesting to see how she tries to adapt in a world where she doesn't have powers. It's been a part of her identity for so long that it's going to be a major challenge. I'm sure she'll try to get him back, but there's been no word on if she's going to succeed. And we aren't even sure how she will fit into the story at this stage. At the end of season 3, she had moved out of Hawkins with the Byers family, so for a while there might be different storylines running at the same time. The teaser trailer for season 4 did say that we aren't in Hawkins anymore. The world might be expanding, and who knows what could be out there waiting to be found. When will the new season take place? With the previous seasons, each was a year apart, so seasons 1 to 3 went from 1983 to 1985. So the most logical conclusion is that the new season will start in 1986. The only problem with that is the cast members' actual ages. They've aged quite a bit since filming the previous years, and with a cast that's mostly teens, it's gonna show. So many have suggested that there might be a little bit of an age jump going into 1987. This might have some merit, as a new casting call is asked for vintage cars from the year 1987 or before. And the new trailer featuring Hopper in prison also seemed to suggest that some time has gone by since the previous season. One thing's for sure is we know it's going to be epic. There's been a lot of speculation on what's going to happen in season 4, and while we sometimes get some things right, most of the time we're surprised. This is one show that doesn't follow rules, so it stays pretty unpredictable. One thing that I'm pretty aware of is that it's going to be incredible. Like we previously mentioned, the writers have put in a lot of thought into the new season, and it promises to have one of the best plots in the entire series. Then, various members of the cast and crew have said it's going to be more intense than ever. And even though they do say that pretty much every year, this is one show where it's true every single time. Each season adds to the layer of intensity, and it gets crazier every single season. It's also going to be shot in 4K Ultra HD resolution, so if you got a strong internet connection, you're going to see some incredible effects. So that's going to wrap it up for us. What do you guys think's possibly going to happen in season 4? Let us know in the comment section down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, as well as hit that post notification bell. Until next time guys, we'll see you later.